Hello everyone to another Catan video. So I am in the second position, decent amount of wheat on the board. Because I'm in second, I will surely be getting a decent ore as well. Not a lot of sheep. Yeah, at this point, I think going for something like 834 is fine. That is because there isn't a lot of wood and I have proximity to the wood port. 8310 is also okay. I can point to the left and then try going towards the wood port. That is also a decent option. I believe I'll go for 8-3-10 so that I can play a Orvi cheap game. Maybe pointing towards the 3:1 port would be better, but I believe pointing towards the wood port isn't bad at all. Increasing my ore production along with a little bit of wood. When it comes back to me, I believe I will be able to get something like 6-3-11 or maybe 6-4-11, both of which would be fine if I want to play a Orvi cheap game. Red here can go for something like a 6-3-4 or maybe a 9-5-10, just have a variety of resources. Goes for 6-3-4, that is fine. Brown can go for something like 9-5-10 and 8-4. Uh, that would be a dampener to my plans. So when it, yeah, yeah, seems like 9-5-10-8-4 isn't a bad option. You get all five resources. Although your production isn't the best, but it's not bad at all. Yeah, seems like they are going for 9-5-10. And they go for 6-3-4, which is completely fine. So Brown and I are racing towards the 8-4 spot. But at this point, I think I'm fine with it. If I am able to get something like a 9-4-11, uh, that should be okay. Okay, I don't have the option of 9-4-11. In this case, I will go for 9-4-2. My other option is 6-11-12, increasing my wheat production by quite a bit, but I don't like 11 and 12 along with it. And for 9-4-2, I have the option of going on the 6-2 as well. That will help me with the wheat port, especially because I do produce some wheat. And pink here will go for something like, should be going for 5-4-11 or 6-11-12. Either of which would be fine. I believe 5-4-11 was okay. Pointing to the left and building on 6-11 could have been an option for them. Do roll an early 9, which is okay. I would love to roll a 7 here. I will block Brown and steal their brick, or sorry, try stealing their wood. Instead, I roll an 8. Not much that I can do here, so I'll just end my turn. Red rolls a 7. Could try stealing from me by blocking my 10 sheep. They do need a ore to get a dev card. Or they can just block my 8 ore if not my 10 sheep. Love if they steal from. I would like if they steal from brown, but they steal from pink. Okay. They do get the ore and a dev card. That's good for them. Six rolls. Luckily, the six is blocked. Here, red would have. Sorry, here brown would have been able to do a 4:1. So I'm very happy that the uh, six wheat is blocked. Five rolls. So brown does have a brick. That brick. That red. Sorry, that brown wants. And I roll a 12. Doesn't help me much. Let's see if I can get a brick from red. Yeah, that is a little too expensive. So in that case, I'll just hold on to my cards. Not much that I can do about. Red does realize that Brown and I are racing for the same spot, and that is why they are just trying to extort us. So Brown will be able to get the 8-4 spot. That's a little unlucky. And if Brown gets the 8-4 spot, Brown is in a very strong position. They have all five resources, and their production is also very high. Uh, Not sure what Brown is thinking about. They already have the resources to build a road. So, not sure what Brown is waiting for here. Yeah, I don't think Pink. I mean, although Pink does have the best Orweed sheep, I believe Brown is in a stronger position at this point. And the lack of eights and nines and tens is affecting me. I mean, it's slowing my game down for sure. The only good thing about this is now people will be targeting Brown quite a bit, and their six wheat will be blocked for quite some time. Pink will be able to build a. I'll go for a trade like this. I know fives and eights have both rolled. Oh, sorry, I thought Pink was offering dot trade, so doesn't not the right choice there. Yeah, yeah. This is a trade I can go for. So now with a couple of eights roll, I'll be able to get a settlement and sorry, a road and a dev card. Sorry, a city and a dev card. Unluckily, I roll a 7, so that's really unfortunate. Have to give away quite a few of my cards. And at this point, I have to steal from Brown. They are clearly in the lead. And I'll just go for a single dev card. I get a road building, that's really good. So I do have the option of cutting red off and trying and building on the 5-4-11. I believe that wouldn't be a bad option. Need a 4 and a 9 to roll or a 4 and a 3 to roll for that to happen though. Yeah, so brown is just trying to deflect and point towards pink, but I believe brown is in the stronger position. And another 10 rolls. Uh, so not much that I can do here. Let me just offer a sheep and see if somebody is willing to trade anything for it. Seems like no trade is going through, so I'll just end my turn. A 7 does roll, so I believe the 6 wheat or the 8 ore can be targeted. Finally, a 4 does roll, but that helps brown a lot more than it helps me. I would have liked if a 4 rolled a turn earlier when the 4 was blocked. Another 8 is pretty good. I do need a 3 or a 7 to, sorry, 3 or a 9 to roll, and nothing else would help me. Uh, 2 rolls, that gives me another ore, but that doesn't help me at all. Let me see if I can get a trade like this. Maybe pink might accept it. Pink wants a brick. I don't want to give away the brick. Yeah, seems like that trade isn't going through. How about a trade like this? If no trades go through, I don't have a lot of option. I'll just have to hold on to the 8 cards that I have in hand and end my turn there. So that's a little unlucky, risky, but couldn't do much. Yeah, so red now does build that road and the settlement. So I do not have any option but to build on the 6-2 now. Another 5 rolls. I believe brown will be able to build a road and a settlement this turn because of the couple of 4s that have rolled. So a very slow start for me. I believe my numbers were the issue. 3, 10, 2, 4 are all very unlikely numbers to roll. That compounded with the lack of 3s and 9s have just blocked my game because I am not getting any wheat. Wow, that is not something what I expected. A 3 does roll, so I just hope a 7 doesn't roll now because that would be very, very detrimental. And 8 rolls, I am fine with it. So I'm just considering if 6-2 is a better spot or is the 3-1 port better for me. But at this point, I believe building on the 6-2 is just fine. And yeah, I will. Although I think I have to end my turn with 7 cards in hand, but I don't think I have much option. Don't think any trades will go through. Yeah, so I'll just end my turn with 7 cards in hand. 5 rolls. So I am a little concerned that Brown can cut me off on the 3-1 port, but can't do much about that at this point. I would want a couple of 9s to roll. Wow, so red doing these cheap trades with brown is not good. Giving wheat, which is a very rare resource. A 9 does roll, that's good for me. Another 9 will give me a city. I know brown will not be willing to give a wheat, and that's why I am asking only for wheat. Wow, brown does accept it. So brown now gets a second city. Didn't expect brown will accept that trade. At this point, a 7 would be very detrimental to me. But on my turn, I think I will have to city up the 8-3-10 spot for sure. Increase my overproduction. Or maybe I should, actually I am considering I will city up the 942, increase my wheat production for the wheat port. And the chances of 9 being blocked is very low. A 6 would be a good roll for me. I'll be able to get a road and my city. But another 5 rolls. These 5s have been very lucky for Brown, I would say. A 9 rolls, so that's good for me, giving me the wheat immediately after building a city. Let me ask for something like this. Does a trade with pink. So red has been doing very cheap trades. That is something which they shouldn't do. Wow. Brown has been very lucky with these 5s. Yeah, although I want this, but don't want to trade with Brown. I know Brown doesn't have a sheep in hand. 10 hasn't rolled in quite some time now. I wouldn't mind if a couple of 7s roll. I believe if pink rolls a 7, the 8 ore will be blocked, or the 9 wheat is blocked, and they target brown. And then if I roll a 7, I'll be blocking their 4 wood. They have an excess of wheat, so that isn't a problem. Blocking the 6 wheat doesn't do much. Another 3 is good. I can get more wheat. With the help of wheat port, that's a very good thing for me. I get an 8, so I'll just go for a single dev card this turn. I get a knight, that's good. The thing with these 8s is that brown gets 2 ores every time a 8 rolls. So I need to get a city on my 8 ore port ore tile very quickly. And I would love if a wow, wow. That's a very expensive trade for red. Wow, just can't. Like they did a 2 is to 1, giving a wheat and a sheep for a brick. So that's a little too desperate from red, I believe. And now brown gets their second city, also 2 dev cards in hand. A 5 rolls, that's very helpful to brown again. In my turn, I'll be playing my dev card, blocking the 4 wood for sure. But I'll be playing my dev card after I roll the die because I already have 7 cards in hand. 3 rolls, that's fine. So let me now play my dev card. I get a wheat, so I can get a second city. I believe I'll do that. Or maybe I can get 2 dev cards. Yeah, so I have both the options. I will go for 2 dev cards. I believe Monopoly or a Year of Plenty would be very helpful. I do get a Year of Plenty. That's good. I do get another Knight as well. Yeah, Red might accept this trade with Brown again. If I can get a cheap trade, I'll go for it for sure. So now Red is trying to get the longest road, which is completely fine, I would say. Does play the Knight and still targeting pink. That's a good thing for me, I would say. Another 6 rolls. So now, so next in the next turn, Brown will be able to get the largest army for sure. They will be getting a couple of okay, just a single dev card this turn. So 7 rolls. I think the 9 wheat is a decent block. And at this point, I believe yeah, everybody has to target uh, Brown and no one else. I don't mind this trade for sure. Okay, pink doesn't accept it. Again, the same trade is okay for me. I have no option. I have to play my knight and block the 4 wood. I mean, a year of plenty doesn't help me too much. And at this point, I believe there is the only way to slow Brown down is to continuously keep stealing from them. I do get another break. So at this point, I can't do much. I'll just end my turn here. So Brown has been very lucky with these fives. I mean, so has been Pink, but with Brown having a city, Brown has been a lot more lucky than Pink has. So Brown doesn't play their knight. That's surprising. Brown has no option but to do a 4:1 with all their break and probably get another dev card. If they have 2 victory points, it's just GG, I would say. Wow, and Pink is also trading with Brown, so Brown will be able to get another dev card this turn. So it's very unfortunate with the way all these trades are going on, and I'm not sure why people are trading with Brown at this point. It is like very baffling. So Red helps Brown get another dev card. Although at least this time Red was able to get two cards in return and not do just a 1:1 like they have been doing so far. Yeah, I will go for this trade. That trade helps me just fine. So on my turn, I'll be able to play Year of Plenty, get 2 wood, build a road and a settlement. I hope I roll a 7 first though. I roll a 6. That helps Brown with 2 wheats. Not much that I can do about that though. I could have played Year of Plenty to get a city, but I believe getting the 3:1 port is just fine. A 7 does roll, so hopefully the 8 ore or the 6 wheat is blocked. I would prefer if the 6 wheat is blocked, but that's for red to decide. So red keeps on building these roads, but with the lack of ore, not much that red can do. Is it just GG? Uh, okay, so yeah, that's just game over. So pretty slow game for me. I believe my number production wasn't the strongest. 942 was not the best spot, I believe. But then being in the second position also didn't give me the best options. Brown being able to win the race was also very good for them, giving them all 5 resources. All the cheap trades with Brown was also not helpful. So yeah, that's that. If I had to improve something, I am not sure what would have been a better placement for me. Maybe I could have taken the, yeah, maybe instead of going for 9-4-2, maybe 9-3-11 would have been better for me. But yeah, I mean, Brown was very lucky with these five that rolled. And my numbers didn't roll much at all. I like 10, 9, and 3 and 4 didn't roll much. So that's that. Brown did get stolen from quite a lot, but they were lucky with the dev cards as well. I didn't get stolen from even once, but not much that I could do. Here, I believe, so Brown had a very strong setup, so did Pink, but I believe Pink was also not able to build a lot because of the 11-12 that did not roll. Yeah. So this is now my third loss in a row, so that is surely a little disappointing. I am on 1300 now, but hopefully I'll be able to pick back up in the next game and win it. Anyways, bye for now and see you again in the next video.